My husband was cheating on me with his secretary while I thought he was working late for our family. My name is Eliza. I am 32 years old. I was married to my husband, 35 for 6 years. We met in college and had been together for almost 10 years. He always seemed like the most decent man, attentive, kind, caring. I trusted him completely, so much so that I didn't even blink when he started working late because of deadlines. It all began with little things. He started coming home later, saying he had projects. Sometimes he was so tired he wouldn't even eat dinner. He turned off his phone in the evenings to focus on work. And a broken bar. I felt guilty for asking questions. I thought, he's working hard for us, right? One day I stopped by his office to bring him lunch, and I saw his secretary, 27 years old, young and way too polished for basic office work, laughing at something on his screen, sitting closer than anyone should. He looked tense the moment he saw me, though he tried to play it off as surprise. I brushed it off as paranoia. He is my husband. We're building a future, saving for a house, planning a baby. And then it all crashed down. One night he fell asleep on the couch and his phone started buzzing. I never snooped, never crossed his privacy. But something snapped inside me. I looked at the screen and saw a message from her. "You were amazing tonight. I miss you already." My heart nearly stopped. I opened the chat. Weeks, months, flirting, hotel meetups, plans to go on business trips together. He called her baby, his light, told her he was tired of our family life, that I was too serious, that he only felt alive when he was with her. I didn't scream, didn't make a scene. I took screenshots. I packed my things. I left and went to my sister's house and left him a short note. "I thought you were building a future with me. Turns out, you were building a romance behind my back. Good luck, and say hi to your secretary." Now he calls, messages, begs me to forgive him, says he made a mistake, that he left everything behind for me, that I'm the love of his life. But you know what? The love of your life doesn't sleep with someone else while you're home making dinner and hoping they're okay. Sometimes you have to let go, even if it hurts, because staying with a traitor hurts worse. Part 2. He tried to beg for forgiveness, a broken bar, but it was too late. After I left, there was silence. The first 24 hours, nothing. No calls, no messages. I honestly thought, maybe he's relieved I left. And then came the avalanche. The first text, "Please come back. I'll explain everything. It's not what you think." Classic cheater line. I didn't respond. The next day, he showed up at my sister's place, with flowers, cheap supermarket ones, by the way, and eyes like a kicked puppy. She meant nothing. A broken bar, it was just a stupid distraction. A broken bar, I love only you. A distraction that lasted 6 months, with kisses, sex, and dreams of running away together. He said it all started stupidly, that she came on to him, and he was in a vulnerable place. Really? Was he vulnerable every time he booked a hotel? I just looked at him, silent. I didn't even recognize myself anymore. I used to be the woman who trusted him, defended him, begged him not to overwork himself. And him? He spit on all of it. On me, on us. Then came his fight for the family phase. He started showing up at my sister's job, messaged my mom, sent gifts. He went full cliché tilde copyright. Started seeing a therapist. Cut things off with her. Deleted all social media. Started going to church. Yes, he actually said that. And then this text, "I'm willing to do anything. Just give me one more chance. I'm destroyed without you. Don't take away our future." And you know what? I thought long and hard. Reread their messages over and over. Looked at myself in the mirror as a woman who was ready to carry his child, while he called another woman sexy behind my back. And I made my choice. I don't want my child growing up thinking this behavior is normal. I agreed to meet him, just once, not to forgive but to look into the eyes of the man I used to love and watch him die in front of me. He waited for me at our favorite coffee shop. Absurd, right? Same table by the window where we once talked about baby names. Now just emptiness. He sat there, fiddling with his coffee cup like he wanted to erase it from existence. When I walked in, he stood up abruptly. Puffy eyes, messy hair, unshaven. But you know what? I felt nothing. No pain, no love, no anger, just exhaustion, like I was looking at a stranger. Hi, he mumbled. Hi. He sat down, silence. He looked at me like he was waiting for me to smile, to say it was all a bad dream and we could start over. I ruined everything, he whispered. Yes. He dropped his gaze, tried to speak again, but I raised my hand. Listen, I don't need any more explanations. I don't need to know what you felt when you crawled into bed with her and then came home to me. I don't care how much you drank or what you were missing. I know one thing. You chose her. You betrayed me, willingly, repeatedly. He swallowed hard. A broken bar. I didn't think I'd lose you forever. Exactly. Because you didn't think, you did lose me. I wasn't just your wife, I was your friend, your support system, the person who chose you every day. And you chose cheap attention and lies. He reached for my hand. I pulled it away. You don't get to touch me anymore. We are not a we. And we never will be again. He covered his face with his hands. His fingers were shaking. I stood up, looked at him one last time. You always said you wanted to be a hero for your future son. You know what you've become instead? A warning. And I left. Didn't look back, because the woman who forgave everything a broken bar stayed behind in that coffee shop. 3 months later he kept texting less often, shorter messages. The last one simply read, I still love you. I didn't reply. Life didn't change overnight. At first, it was hard. I'd wake up in the mornings and instinctively wait for the sound of the door opening, for him to walk in. A habit like phantom pain. But then in a broken bar something new happened. I started living, really living. I went back to work, finally took that long postponed vacation, and went to the mountains. That's where I met Alex. 34 years old. He wasn't a hero, he didn't give grand speeches, he was just there. He listened. He didn't promise everything will be okay, he just held my hand when I was scared. We didn't fall into a whirlwind romance. I hesitated, I was scared to trust again, but he was patient, real, and for the first time in a long time, I felt safe. Not because I found a man, but because I found myself again. Yes. I moved away. I relocated to another state, far from the memories, from familiar streets, from the haunted coffee shop. Started from scratch, a new apartment, new job, new air, and most importantly a new version of me. Now, when I wake up, I don't wait for someone to come and break me again. I smile. I look at Alex and I know love isn't pretty words or flowers after betrayal. It's a choice, every day, and respect, even in silence.